Good morning, everyone. My name is Taylor Brown. I am an undergraduate research assistant for the summer 2021 Virtual Reality Laboratory. My project was on data visualization in VR using Unity 3D. Here is a quick overview of what I will be going over today. First, I have my goals, then a quick introduction, my initial approach, progress, outcomes, conclusions, as well as my references. First, here are my goals. My first big goal was to explore different ways to represent data in Unity 3D. This included bar graphs, chart graphs, data visualization in AR, bringing Excel files with data into the Unity 3D environment, and data trees. Introduction. First, I will be defining Unity. Unity is a powerful and easy to use cross-platform game development engine developed by Unity Technologies. Next, I will be defining data visualization. Data visualization is translating information into a form of graphic representation such as a chart, diagram, or a picture. Here is my initial approach. I started off by getting comfortable with the software. This included exploring examples from lynda.com, importing starter kits from GitHub, and practice examples from YouTube. The first graph I created was with QWERT keys on the keyboard, as well as creating a graph with explicit values from the actual Unity environment. Next, I used a text file, which you can see in the middle at the top of the page. This only had one row of data, as you can see in the actual graph on the far left. Moving on to my progress. I started to work with Excel files. I used first one row of data, which you can see on the right. Then I slowly moved on to my second and third row of data. This was a little challenging for me since I was still a little bit unfamiliar with the mechanics of Unity. As I continued to work on the script, I got a little help from a colleague, and I was able to add a second and third row. The only problem with this script was it didn't work with any set of values. It only worked with adding a second row or adding a third row. Soon after, I resolved the limitations and I was able to create a graph with a default of 4 columns and which can add multiple rows. I also added a column at the end for the total. Later, as you can see in the graph, I realized it was a little hard to see the actual data in the file. So as a result, the last thing I completed to achieve my initial goal was to create a script with a few of the Unity assets. The first asset I used was the 3D interactive bar chart by Vitter Technologies. The next asset I used was the standard assets first-person controller by Unity Technologies. Vitter Technologies' 3D interactive bar chart allowed me to create a more functional and visible graph, while the standard assets asset allowed me to navigate through the scene. So here's a quick video of my project. So here we have my scene. As you can see, it looks kind of empty right now. When you press play, you're taken into the graph. So here you can see I can move around my camera so I can see all the values. Right now in this take, I believe I have 5 rows of data. Yes. And then at the end, I have the average. Now you'll see I pause for a bit and I'm gonna go add another row of data just to make sure that it works with any set of data. Here we are. Let's see if it works. Pressing play again and zooming out. As you can see, I have the same original 5 rows of data, as well as a new 6 row of data and the averages of those rows. The average is calculated through each column. Okay, as I conclude, I do recognize that I did not complete all of my goals. Despite this fact, I am able to be proud of what I accomplished. Here are my acknowledgements. First, I would like to acknowledge the following grants that made my work this summer possible. Next, I would like to give a special thanks to Dr. Sharma in the VR lab for allowing me to work on this project. This will be an opportunity that I'll remember for the rest of my life. Last, here are my references. And thank you so much for listening to me today. I hope you have a wonderful day.